In this video we are going to talk about biography of famous mathematician Albert Einstein. So before starting, please like this video and subscribe to this channel for our future updates. Albert Einstein is widely regarded as one of the 20th century's most significant scientists. His work continues to aid astronomers in their research into everything from gravitational waves to the orbit of Mercury. Even individuals who don't grasp the underlying physics of E=mc², the scientist's equation that helped explain special relativity, are familiar with it. Einstein is also known for his general theory of relativity, which explains gravity, and the photoelectric effect, which explains how electrons behave under particular conditions, for which he won the Nobel Prize in Physics in 1921. Einstein also endeavored in vain to unite all of the universe's forces in a single theory, or theory of everything, which he was still working on when he died. Early years. Einstein was born on March 14, 1879, in Ulm, Germany, a city with a population of little over 120,000 people today. Where his house used to be, there is a modest commemorative plaque. It was destroyed during World War II. His family relocated to Munich shortly after his birth, and then to Italy when his father's business began to fail. Albert and his younger sister, Maria, were raised by Einstein's father, Hermann, who managed an electrochemical firm, and his mother, Pauline. According to Hans Joseph Kupper, an Albert Einstein expert, Einstein would write in his memoirs that two wonders had a profound impact on his early years. At the age of 5, Einstein encountered his first marvel, a compass. He was perplexed that the needle may be deflected by unseen forces. This would pique his interest in unseen powers for the rest of his life. The second wonder came when he was 12 years old and discovered a book of geometry that he adored and dubbed his Holy Geometry book. Albert, contrary to popular thought, was a good student. According to Kupper's website, he excelled in physics and mathematics but was a mediocre student in other disciplines. However, Einstein rebelled against some of his professors' authoritarian attitudes and dropped out at the age of 16. He later took an entrance exam for the Swiss Federal Polytechnic School in Zurich, and while he performed well in physics and math, he struggled in other subjects, and he did not pass the exam. To fill in the gaps in his knowledge, the aspiring physicist completed further courses, was admitted to Swiss Polytechnic in 1896, and obtained his diploma to teach physics and mathematics in 1901. According to his Nobel Prize biography, Einstein could not obtain a teaching position and began working in a Bern patent office in 1901. While there, Einstein developed his work in special relativity and other areas of physics, which subsequently made him renowned, in between evaluating patent applications. In 1903, Einstein married Mileva Marique, a longtime love from Zurich. Hans Albert and Edward, their children, were born in 1904 and 1910, respectively. The fate of their kid Liesel, born in 1902 before their marriage, is unknown. In 1919, Einstein divorced Marique and married Elsa Lowenthal. In 1933, Lowenthal passed away. Career highlights. Einstein's work took him to many different countries. In 1905, he received his PhD from the University of Zurich, and went on to become a professor in Zurich, 1909, Prague, 1911, and Zurich once more, 1912. He then relocated to Berlin, where he became the director of the Kaiser Wilhelm Physical Institute and a professor at the Berlin University, 1914. He became a German citizen as well. In 1919, Sir Arthur Eddington, Secretary of the Royal Astronomical Society, organized an expedition to Africa to calculate the location of stars during a total solar eclipse, which was a major validation of Einstein's work. The bending of light around the sun caused the position of stars to alter, according to the researchers. The story was dramatized in 2008 by a BBC/HBO production called Einstein and Eddington. Until 1933, when dictator Adolf Hitler rose to power, Einstein remained in Germany. The physicist therefore gave up his German citizenship and relocated to Princeton, where he became a professor of theoretical physics. In 1940, he became a citizen of the United States, and in 1945, he retired. Throughout his senior years, Einstein remained active in the physics community. He notably wrote President Franklin D. Roosevelt a letter in 1939 warning that uranium may be used to make an atomic weapon. Einstein had a series of private disputes with scientist Niels Bohr concerning the validity of quantum theory late in his life. The theories of Niels Bohr won the day, and Einstein eventually used quantum theory in his computations. Einstein's brain. In 1955, Einstein died of an aortic aneurysm. The American Museum of Natural History claims he had a heart attack, AMNH/. Einstein refused surgery when asked. "I want to go," he said. "I want to go." The AMNH said Einstein's ashes were scattered in an undisclosed place. According to Matt Blitz's 2015 Today I Found Out blog, a doctor at Princeton Hospital, Thomas Harvey, performed an autopsy without Einstein's consent and took his brain and eyeballs. Harvey sliced hundreds of thin brain tissue slices and took 14 photographs of the brain from various perspectives. A medical supervisor in a biological testing facility in Wichita, Kansas, he carried the brain tissue, slides, and photographs with him. Harvey kept the rest of the brain in 2 glass jars for 30 years, sometimes in a cider box under a beer fridge. But Harvey and his colleagues didn't publish their findings in experimental neurology until 1985. Harvey failed a competence assessment in 1988, Blitz wrote. On the way to Princeton Hospital, Harvey donated the brain. 707 Harvey died. The Mutter Museum in Philadelphia now has Einstein's brain. When asked to explain his genius, Albert Einstein said, "I have no special talents. I am only passionately curious." What do you think about our video? Please let us know in the comments area below. If you enjoyed this video and would want to hear from me again, please subscribe and turn on the notification before leaving. Thank you for watching us.